Going on, back with another review. ASAP Rocky testing. Let's go ahead and get this out the way. I'm kind of let down by this project, to be honest. I might get killed by people, but I don't care. I do these reviews just to get my thoughts and energy out, and how I feel about the project. And this album really let me down, honestly. And I'll start by saying this. With the letdown, I'm not saying it's a bad album, because it's not a trash album. It's not terrible. But for ASAP Rocky, it's bad. Like this album is almost the equivalent of J. Cole's For Your Eyes Only. So much expectation built up. Looking forward to it. I'm liking the singles he's putting out. I'm liking certain songs that he's letting fly out there. But then I get the whole project, and it's just kind of like, I'm left looking and feeling kind of like, And I see what he was going for, because again, the album's called Testing, so I understand he's testing different sounds. But in all actuality, I feel like A$AP Rocky has always been an artist, especially in hip hop, that tests a whole bunch of sounds since he started. I feel like, so it kind of threw me off that he was saying he was testing sounds. I'm like, you always push the envelope with hip hop records. I mean, Wild for the Night, his first project, being one of the first New York MCs to really indulge into that southern sound, and he did it really well. And so he's always been the guy to experiment. Like, I think his last project was a masterpiece, damn near. Was it at Long Last ASAP? I thought that was a masterpiece, and maybe that's why I'm looking at this album kind of like, come on, Rock. Like, I like all your projects. Your last joint was really a classic. Like, you really showed that you can rap your ass off on that one. That album blew me away from the start. Holy Ghost came on, and he doing all that rhyming, and he played with sounds on that one. This one for me is just kind of like, I want to like it, but I just don't. Like, the main thing for me why I don't like it is the album is just discombobulated as a mug, man. It's just everywhere, like, in a bad way. Like, because I've heard projects where people have different sounding tracks on every one. Every track is different, but this one is just all over the place. Like, I mean, you got songs that aren't even songs. Like, there's one on there with like Kodak Black, and it's just some mellow beat playing, and Rocky's kind of just singing behind the beat, and Kodak comes in. This is from the phone. He's calling from jail, and he's like just doing some weird melody, and it's on for like a minute, and then it just goes to the next record. I'm just like, what? There's a couple of records where he's just literally harmonizing on it, and the beats really aren't that tight, and then it's like he switches over to kind of rap, and then he goes back, and it was just all over the place. And like I said, with those records, he has the harder ones. Like Distorted Records is fire. What's his fire on that album? He has some records that are like really, really dope, and I'm like, okay, yeah, this is the Rocky I'm talking about. There's one on there that he sounds like that. Like, there's a couple of records on here that he sounds like the vintage Rocky from his first mixtape. Was it Long Live ASAP? Yeah, I think that's the first tape. He has records that are reminiscent to that, and then he just has other records where it's just like, what? I don't think, like, the album doesn't flow naturally. It doesn't have a natural flow to it. Like, it bounces all over the place, and it's like doing so many things from an edited standpoint that it just seems really, really forced. And again, I get it, it's testing, but I feel like it could have been done a whole lot better. I'm about to go on my third listen to see if I like it, and I don't know, man. It's just not hitting for me. Like, it's not really working. What do y'all think? And this is the first reaction to it. Well, I guess second reaction. Listen twice. But it's just really discombobulated, and it throws me off. It doesn't flow whatsoever, and it just let me down, because Rocky is capable of way better music than this. I mean, like I said, his last project to me was classic. Every joint on there I could listen to. This one, I'm gonna literally have to just pick the songs off the album and just add it to my playlist instead of adding the whole project to my list, which is a downer, man, because I like Rocky. But you watch this, what you think? Let me know. If you disagree totally, tell me why you disagree. But this is just how I feel, man. One.